Hey guys, welcome back to another Shindo live video. Today we're going to be going over all the new buffs and nerfs that were introduced in this update. Unfortunately, there's no new content like bloodlines, tail beasts, etc. So the only thing they added were buffs and nerfs. So if you want to see the full list, go to their Trello. I'll put the link in the description and I'll list every single one of them. The reason why I'm doing this video is because as being a part of the balance team, I'll give my opinion on whether these buffs or nerfs are really gonna improve the skill or move or really nerf them. So anyways, let's get started with the video. Okay, so the first skill that we have here is Light Jokei's first move, which block breaks, now has 0 hand signs. I'd say it's a pretty solid block breaker. Before it only had 1 hand sign, but if you want to use it, it's a niche. So it's alright. The buff didn't do much for it in my opinion, but a no hand sign block breaker is always nice to have in your kit. Okay, next we have basically these spirit bombs. Now their kunai is supposed to last for a less amount of time. Unfortunately, I did test this before. I feel like the difference is not really noticeable, and the glitch is still there where you can, teleport back to the thing even if you're out of range. So I literally think that this nerf has done nothing to it and you guys should continue to keep on using it. Right, next we have a Lightning 6. This buff's actually really good, so this is also a block breaker. And the interesting thing is now it has 0 end lag. Before, this move used to have end lag, so if you were close to somebody, they could actually punish you for using the move, which was quite dumb. So I still don't think it's the best move, but now that has no end lag, it's a decent move that you can put on your kit. Next we have basically all Scarecrow or all the Death Seals, their cooldown has been decreased. So now as you can see, they used to have a 40-second cooldown, now it's a 30-second cooldown. Still extremely hard to hit in actual games, so I'd give it I'd say it's probably not going to see increase in use. I don't recommend using it. Also, please excuse my coughing. I've been sick for the past few days. Alright, next we have Paul Thirds, the Hyper Armor move. And I can say this one actually kind of got gutted. So it's basically, its duration has been reduced. And as you can see, that lasted 3 or 4 seconds, compared to it lasting 7 seconds before this nerf. So I'd say maybe actually drop this move because the whole point of this move was, have an iframe that wasn't really an iframe. Next, we have Kenjutsu Q-Specs actually getting nerfed. I don't really see people using this very much, but basically I think they increased the cooldown a bit, so it used to be maybe 15 seconds, now 17 seconds. I mean, if you use it, you use it. If you don't, you don't. I don't think it really changed it in the meta. Next, we have Shock Cloak second phase getting few buffs here. So the problem with the mode before it used to be that its Z-Spec had end lag and that you couldn't combo extend off it. Well, thankfully both of those issues are fixed now. As you can see, you have 0 end lag. We have a little end lag, but I'll show it on some NPCs and they actually get ragdoll, so it's completely fine. And for the next buff, I actually do need to get NPCs, so let's look at them really quickly. Okay, so the next move that got buffed is Satoria Akuma, and basically what its buff was that now it's a counter, right? So basically now when you counter something, okay, I messed up. Wait, give me a second. You actually put them in a Ryan barrage, which is actually really sick. Unfortunately, it's a bit buggy. As you can see, they don't get knocked back for a second for some reason. But once they fix that bug, it'll be a decent counter. I don't know if people are still going to use it, because in my opinion, you want to always use iframes. Because iframes, can get out mid-combo, so counters are kind of dead. But if you're skilled and you never get hit, might as well use a counter. Okay, next, I guess I'll show the Z-Spec again, and I'll kind of explain why it's actually really good now. And I messed up, okay. Anyways, the next thing that got changed was the Taijutsu iframe. So basically now people can't M1 stagger you. So basically what used to happen before was people could stagger their M1, so you're still stuck in the animation, And basically, when you're in an iframe, if you're getting hit by M1s, you can't do anything, so people could continue their combo. Now you can't teleport around, so you no longer will get staggered at M1. Anyways, let me show these. Alert, please. Okay, and the person died. That is just great. Wait, and there's an interesting glitch. If you kill the NPC and you use the thing, you're completely broken. So let me reset. And I can't reset because I'm in combat. Anyways, let me go equip the next few sets of moves, because trust me, there are a lot of balances this update, so let me just do a quick jump cut. Okay, so I got the next set of moves equipped. So the first change we have here is Bubble First actually becoming Instacast. So this move actually does quite a bit of damage. I'm not sure if it does extra ticks on logs, it might not be showing that, but I'm actually not sure how much this changes, because to be honest, if you were going to use Bubble First, you'd use it in stunning, and most stuns give you enough time to use the move anyway. So to be honest, I don't think this is like moving up in the meta or not, unless it actually does a lot more damage. It's just not showing on logs. Alright, the second change also is Norimaki has less startup. As you can see, that is actually extremely fast, and you have to consider that the first two Rasen Shurikens actually block break. And holy, that actually did a lot of damage as well, not gonna lie. So some very good changes. I'd say if you want to use Norimaki it's a free block breaker, so maybe not use it, but it's more of one of those niche things if you want to use it for fun or roleplay. Anyways, we got Order First / Chaos because they're skins of each other. Has less end lag. Actually has no end lag at all now, I think. I can like M1 basically after the move played immediately. And the second move, I think it's range increased. Let me check that again actually. Okay, yeah, it's an instacast now, and its range has increased, so it's also pretty good now. I don't know if you'd be using that, because you'd honestly be using, the box move that everybody likes to use, but it's a decent change. Alright, next boxing Q-Spec actually has 0 end lag now, so if you actually block break somebody, you can actually punish them this time, which is actually really dumb that it wasn't a thing for like a few months. And next we have Pika Senko C-Spec has iframes now. Does it have second one? No, it does not. You have iframes during this. To be honest, I don't know why like people really wanted this change, but it is there. Let me equip the next set of moves. And now we're gonna get into some buffs / nerfs for the meta stuff, so this is actually gonna be changing the meta a bit. Starting off with Wasaname, this is not what I was talking about, but Wasaname 3rd now is a block breaker. Once again, nobody really uses Wasaname, but having these old bloodlines be given block breakers and making them more viable is always nice quality of life changes. Ashura Shizen's gotten a couple of nerfs. So its first move has an additional hand sign now, which is kind of nice. Its second move has a longer cooldown. Now it's 30-second cooldown, which is quite a long time, if that makes sense due to how busted the move is. Let me actually equip its third move, because that's also been nerfed. This has just gotten a simple hitbox nerf. I can't really show it, and to be honest, unless I use this in a few fights, I'm not gonna really notice difference yet. But yeah, okay, so Shiver's 4th, the beam, the annoying beam, still block based, but now its stun is really short. So it's actually gonna change the meta a bit, because some combos start off with using Shiver Beam, but you can still use, the teleporting Spirit Bomb from after you stun them with the Shiver Beam. Or at least I still think that's true. Once again, I'm gonna have to test it. Powder also got nerfed, so the third move has a smaller hitbox now. Once again, I'm not really sure how to show this, because it's kind of hard to tell. But basically what I think these hitbox changes are is basically before people could go behind people's blocks and put them in the animation. I don't think you can do that anymore, and Powder's second move got nerfed so hard that actually breaks your character. So I pressed the second move and now I can't do anything, and the only thing I can do is reset. Obviously I'm in combat, so I can't reset, but yeah, so the actual nerf to it is that it actually has 2 hand signs now, and that it also has a smaller hitbox. So this move's literally been gutted. I don't think you guys should be using it anymore, because most of its utility was trying to punish people who were using iframes, and it was very annoying to deal with, but now it's been nerfed. Anyways, let me, reset and equip the final set of stuff that's been changed. But anyways, this is the last few set of changes for, moves I actually have. Unfortunately, there are some buffs to Mensa. You guys can go check in the Trello. Unfortunately, I never bothered to get Mensa because it's so garbage. Basically, the gist is it block breaks now, so it could be decent, but honestly, I don't really care much about it. And the other stuff that I don't have is, basically a few weapons that have received end lag removal, so they'll all be able to combo extend. So I recommend you guys check that out as well. Also, a change I forgot to mention was wide dash now only takes 600 stamina compared to its normal 1000. So, all those few Ryuji Kenichi mentor users, we can come out and, play the game again because, after all the stamina nerfs and how, like, blocking used to never take stamina, using taijutsu became a pain if you're a wide dash user. So I'm not really sure if it makes that much of a difference, but 400 stamina less per dash is honestly pretty good, so yeah. Anyways, Acid second now does less damage. Okay, still does quite a bit of damage. Does it? Okay, that still does a ton of damage. I'm not gonna even lie, like, that still does way too much damage. So, we're just gonna ignore that nerf. That actually needs to get nerfed again. Shiro Glacier's first move now is 1 less hand sign. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty cool bloodline. Nobody really uses it anymore, but that's the entire reason why these bloodlines are getting buffed. And then finally, Jeromaki second is getting 2 buffs actually. So one is it has increased range. So you definitely couldn't do that before. And it also stuns people with the Rei Karada first stun, so basically they get like knocked down and they're like getting up. So it's a longer stun, so you can do more moves essentially. And yeah, that's pretty much it for all the major changes. Obviously I missed a few here and there because I don't have all the bloodlines or subjutsus. So yeah, but anyways, I thought it was quite a decent update. I really wish Maru Daggers got nerfed. That's like the one thing in the meta that hasn't been touched this update, so it's still gonna be annoying, but overall everything's slightly more bearable. And as Shindo comes down to its last updates, it'd be kind of nice if it was left in a good state PvP wise, because once they move on to rell season nindon, Shindo's gonna stop getting updates. Anyways, if you guys like this type of content, please be sure to like and subscribe, and see you guys for the next one.